This video is for the people that have businesses. Whether you are a mechanic, whether you are a plumber, whether you are a a painter. You know, something that I found out in recent years is that nobody does the job properly anymore. I found even where I work, you know, people have this attitude that, one, it's not their responsibility, and two, even the stuff that are their responsibility are not done, pardon, at a good standard. And then they are surprised when things go to shit. and that for me is weird, because in many cases you are the reason, especially in business, you are the reason why your business is not thriving. The secret to a successful business is not to constantly get new customers. That's one of it, right? A lot of your growth is linked to getting new customers. However, your sustainability as a business is 100% linked to retaining existing customers and growing with them. Because remember, everyone is out here to grow. It's to make a profit, it's to exist and to grow. That is basically why you are here as a business. But what a lot of people don't do is once the customer is over the line, once the customer has given you the sale, or the go ahead to do the service, your standards is not of such that the customer wants to come back. Do you know how many people have got a potentially successful business, but the business end up not being successful because they have no way of retaining customers? The experience that the customer has when dealing with you is not a positive one. And in this day and age, in this market, one thing that consumers definitely have is options. And the loyalty factor within consumers is not where it used to be, because the expectation of standards is higher. That is what you are experiencing. And a lot of times, you do not close the loop properly. Therefore, the cycle cannot begin again. Now, how many times have you experienced you get a recommendation from somebody, because nowadays you cannot just Google, you cannot go to Facebook Marketplace, you cannot go to LinkedIn, because you need somebody to confirm that this person is in fact good. Now you put out into your network a request, right? And somebody recommends somebody to you. I've experienced this in my personal life. And when the person comes to you, now remember, once somebody's already recommended a person, you don't feel that you need to check up on that person. You feel that, let Klage vouch for him. And you end up with a result and you think to yourself, one, there's a very good chance that you wasted money. And two, you are sitting with a result that is not favorable. And you can be difficult, right? You can be difficult, and you can insist on them doing the job over, which generally relates to an increased cost. When I'm talking about guys like tilers and builders and mechanics and stuff like that, you can't risk them not doing a good job the first time, because if they don't do it the first time properly, it's gonna leave you out of pocket. Also, all the time that the project took, you are going to need more time, blah blah blah. So my advice to businesses is refocus, get back your passion, move away from the money. The money is a byproduct of good service. When you offer a good service to your customer or to your client, the money will be a byproduct. It will be a symptom. It will be a result. The same way, if you want to bake a cake, baking a cake is maybe 30 steps. If the 30 steps is done properly, the result is a delicious cake. But even if you have the best quality flour, the best quality eggs, the best quality butter, the best quality yeast, and you don't allow the dough to rise, your bread is going to be bad. If you don't mix the stuff properly, the ingredients, and you bake it at the incorrect temperature, your cake is going to be bad. And that is what a lot of businesses get wrong. Is one, consistency, and two, taking their focus off the money and focusing on the deliverables. Because I can tell you now, if you can have 20, maybe 30 loyal customers that keep on coming back, those customers will keep your lights on. Your new customers will ensure your growth. And you know what they say, if you have a bad experience, you go tell 10 people. If you had a good experience, you think to yourself. That's how it works. So if you have a business, if you are a mechanic, if you are a plumber, if you are somebody that fixes appliances, make sure that you give a near perfect offering every single time. That one shortcut that you took, and you know what? In many cases, the customer will not come back to you and tell you did a bad job. That customer will go to somebody new and they will tell as many people as possible to not use you. I've seen it personally. Whether you are a hairdresser, whether you somebody that does nails, whether you are a baker or whatever, businesses fail because people fail to come back. And the businesses don't realize that they've lost the customer. You know how many people walk out of your business and they say thank you and they pay you and they send you on your way, and the moment you are gone they say, I'm never doing business with that guy again. I've experienced that with a builder. It is the most tragic thing, and I eventually needed to get someone else to come in to fix that builder's blunder. And that builder will never see me again. I potentially he would have had a customer for life. But because that builder decided that day that his standards that he used somewhere else, he doesn't have the standards that got him the job. He doesn't need to maintain that standards. That's the day he lost me. Then another builder did a good job. And that second builder has now gotten 3-4 jobs from me. And he's gotten 10-15 recommendations. That is why that builder is not laying at home waiting for work to come in. That builder is busy. He's eating. I've heard too many horror stories of mechanics that either take parts off or they take shortcuts. I mean, I've recommended mechanics where guys have messaged me and they said, Cedric, this guy takes shortcuts. I paid him the proper money. And he's taking shortcuts. We took that and that and that off. And we found that this guy is charging proper money and he's taking shortcuts. So that's my advice to if you're a business owner. If you want to start a business, If you're wondering why your business is not doing as well as you think, take your ego out of the equation and do proper introspection. And ask yourself, am I offering the best that I can give consistently? Or am I focused on getting the money in the bank account and that's it? Is that what I'm focusing on? I've seen too many people open and very quickly close their businesses. Not because they don't know how to work with money, not because they don't know how to do the job. It's because the one day they do the job really well for certain people, and for other people they don't do the job well, and they don't realize that that guy that called you for that small job, that guy has got lots of influence. And it's the standards in general. Guys, this is such a good opportunity because standards are slipping. In general, standards are slipping. So if you offer great service, you will definitely stand out. Anyway, guys, I thought I'll switch it up a little bit and talk a little bit about business. And I hope that you guys found this video valuable. If you enjoyed it, please share the video. Please like, please comment if you can. That all helps with the video getting out there. And if you have a comment, please leave a comment.